Welcome to episode 9, season 2 of the Landmark Sports Show, a special glasses edition.
That's right.
John with his glasses.
And hat edition.
Yeah, that's right. I got my Oklahoma City Thunder hat that
That's
I
right.
figured I'd wear today.
Keeping you guys on your toes.
Yup. As you guys know, Anthony and John, we're coming to you from Landmark High School, preparing for tomorrow, as tomorrow's going to be one of the coldest days of the year.
That's right.
39 degrees in New York.
Bundle up.
Yeah, I love 39-degree weather, so I don't care.
Yeah, I don't mind it. If the sun's out, I like the sun. It can be as cold as it wants. If I can see the sun, I feel pretty good about things.
Yeah, sun's going to be out.
Nice.
All right. But that's not why we're here.
No, we're here to talk sports.
Absolutely. So today we're gonna talk to you guys about UFC, and we're gonna give you NFL Week 10 prediction.
That's right. Big UFC NFL week here. We know the NBA's going on. We're gonna put that on hold for a little bit. We're gonna really dig in UFC NFL.
Yeah. So
First, we lead off with some not so good news, right?
no, actually, let's lead off with what happened this past weekend.
You're right. We don't want to lead with something down. You're right.
UFC 217. Wow, what an amazing card that was.
Crazy.
Oh, I tell you this right now, my dad and I were talking about this. That was a night of unpredictable fight.
It's great for Madison Square Garden, right? It's
Oh,
great
yeah.
for UFC in New York to get a card like that.
Absolutely. I mean, whew.
Lived up to the hype.
Absolutely, it lived up to the hype. So, all three title changes. This was the first time in UFC history that 3 titles changed hands in one night.
Wow.
The first title that changed hands was the women's strawweight title. John got this right.
Best call I've had on this show, I believe.
Rose Namajunas knocking out Joanna Jędrzejczyk in the first round.
Do I get some props for that call?
Absolutely. I mean, you called it. Knockout.
I've been letting Ann know about it all week. As soon as I saw him on Monday, I said, Rose.
Yeah, I watched the whole card. I loved it. Rose, she won the title by, I think it was like 2 minutes, over 2 minutes of the first round, and it was a knockout.
Huge upset.
Honestly, I wasn't surprised that Rose won, because
Yeah.
I feel like Rose and Joanna have kind of the same style, but a little shocking because I wasn't expecting a knockout.
No.
I was expecting a submission at least. But yep,
But good for her. Congratulations to Rose.
absolutely. Rose is only 25.
Yeah.
She's very young in the sport.
So is she a rising star, or is this a one-time, had a big fight type of thing?
She's a rising star.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next title fight. Cody Garbrandt was set to defend the bantamweight title against T.J. Dillashaw. What happened? T.J. Dillashaw won.
Dillashaw's a wild man. I saw the highlights of that fight. That guy's scary.
Yeah,
I would not want to fight that guy.
I mean, he came back from a knockdown at the end of the first round, and he knocks out Cody Garbrandt in the second round.
Yeah.
That was just beautiful.
He's a frightening dude.
He is. He's an amazing person.
Oh, is he a nice guy?
Yeah, very nice guy.
Oh, good.
And he's having a baby
Oh,
on
congratulations.
December 28th.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, let's get to the final title change.
GSP.
George Rush St. Pierre defeated Michael Bisping by a third-round technical submission to capture the middleweight title. And for me, now I am going to say he is the greatest MMA fighter of all time.
Really? You're crowning him?
Yup, he is the greatest of all time.
Hard to argue with that.
I mean, you can also make the argument that Anderson Silva is still the greatest of all time. But after this performance, I think GSP is the greatest of all time.
I heard an interview with him last week, and it really kind of like made me come around to his side. He's really interesting. He's like a really intense guy. Like he said, part of the reason why he had to step away from the UFC was like he would get so crazy about winning. He would train so hard. He couldn't think about anything else, and it just was like it was kind of weighing on him mentally.
Yeah.
But good for him coming back, getting the win.
Yeah. It was a good fight, too.
Yeah, he was all bloodied.
Yeah. Because he took down Michael, and Michael just kept hitting him with huge elbows.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Before we get to the sour news, let's talk about UFC Fight Night this weekend. Dustin Poirier versus Anthony Pettis.
Pettis fights a lot, doesn't he? I feel like we talk about him a lot.
Yeah.
What do you think about this fight?
This is going to be a good fight.
No?
I said this is going to be a good fight.
Oh, it's going to be a good fight?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Dustin the Diamond Poirier versus Anthony Showtime Pettis. Gonna be such a great fight.
What are they ranked?
Dustin is ranked number 8 and Pettis is ranked number 13.
Okay, so some like top 15 guys.
Yeah. So, John, who do you predict?
I'm going Pettis.
Okay.
I feel like we hear about him a lot. He's a very active fighter. I feel pretty good about him.
I wouldn't be surprised if Pettis won, but I've got Dustin Poirier.
Okay.
You know, I think this is going to be his time now. Yeah. And he just had a Fight of the Year contendership against Eddie Alvarez back in May. Yeah, so that's that.
All right.
All
so
right.
now on to the not so good news.
No. Oh, man. So, UFC was going to end the year with 2 huge fights that are now canceled. This is unfortunate. The first one, I heard about this first yesterday. Max Holloway versus Frankie Edgar, which was supposed to be for the UFC featherweight title, is canceled due to Frankie Edgar suffering an injury and needs to go into surgery.
He's one of your favorites, right, Edgar?
Him and Max Holloway.
Yeah.
This was going to be such a good fight, man. I was so looking forward to this.
Do you think they'll be able to get it rescheduled?
Yeah, they will.
Yeah.
But Frankie posted on his Instagram that he has no excuses. He got injured while training. He won't be able to have a full contact of training for 6 weeks. And he says that he'll be back for Max Holloway. And then Max, he posted on his Instagram saying that Frankie's a true man and he hopes he has a safe and fast recovery. And one of the best things I love about Max Holloway is he will fight anybody, anytime, anywhere.
Nice.
He posted that Detroit has a bunch of tough mother effers and that he owes the fans a good fight and he wants to remain on the UFC 218 card and he doesn't care who it is.
Oh, nice.
He's willing to fight and defend that belt.
Give him a lot of credit for that.
Oh, yeah. And, John, I know this hurts you the most.
Big time. When Ant told me about this morning, I was very upset.
Yeah. There was supposed to be a bantamweight fight between Dominic Cruz and Jimmy Rivera. However, the fight is not happening. It's not happening because Dominic Cruz suffered a broken arm while training. And, yeah, he couldn't continue, so the fight's canceled.
You think they'll get somebody else to fight Jimmy or no?
I mean, the only fight that you could possibly give Jimmy is John Lineker. If you don't give him John Lineker, they give him a title shot. I mean, he's ranked number 3 in the world. He's on a 20-fight winning streak.
And who has the title right now?
TJ Dillashaw.
Oh
boy. That would be a great fight.
That actually might get me ponying up for the pay-per-view if it was Dillashaw versus Rivera.
Oh, yeah. So, and they're also looking for a replacement for Max Holloway. There's only one guy that can replace Frankie Edgar. Cub Swanson.
Yeah. What's he ranked?
Number 4 or 3? Cub has been deserving of a title shot for a long time now. He hasn't gotten it. So, and this could be his chance to get a title shot.
Should be good.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can fill him. That'd be good.
It's unfortunate about these, but injuries always happen. It's part of the game.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But we know that Frankie Edgar's going to come back strong and Dominic Cruz will come back strong. But Jimmy needs to win the belt.
Yeah.
And he will. All right. On to the NFL.
Week 10?
Week 10.
Hard to believe. Week 10.
How? Just how? That doesn't make any sense
No.
to me.
Nope.
But we have 3 good games.
Yeah, finally, right? We've been talking about how the games haven't been the matchups haven't been great. Some of the games have been good, but the matchups haven't been great.
Yeah.
But we got some good ones this week. And picked out some real nice games of the week.
Thank you. All right. So our top 3 games this week will be the Saints at the Bills, Chargers at Jaguars, and Cowboys at Falcons. John, what is your prediction?
Well, let's start off with the one we're the same on.
Oh.
So we got Chargers at Jaguars, right? And this is the one we picked the same.
Yeah.
And then we'll get to the 2 that we didn't pick. 2 out of the 3 we picked different this week.
Oh, okay.
So Chargers, Jaguars. Feeling pretty good about the Jags. I think at home with their defense, it's going to be tough for the Chargers to score points. It's hard. It's a little hard to believe the Jaguars are playing so well, but they're one of those teams that when their defense is that good, and they can run the ball, it's going to be really hard for the Chargers to win that game. So I got the Jaguars.
Yeah, I got the Jaguars as well, simply because they're playing at home, and yeah, they've been having a great season. Huge shocker.
Mm-hmm.
And but I think this is gonna be a great game.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it's gonna be high scoring.
Yep.
Yeah. I can't tell you how much though, because I don't know, but I think it's gonna be high scoring. All right. So we have the Saints versus the Bills different, and the Cowboys versus the Falcons different.
Which one you want to talk about first?
All right. Let's get to the undercard. The
Okay.
Cowboys Falcons.
Cowboys at Falcons.
Yeah.
What do you think?
So, because the Falcons are playing at home, and because Ezekiel Elliott may not be playing this week, I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
Okay. I'm gonna take the Cowboys. I don't know if this is just like I'm trying to do a reverse jinx, right? I'm saying like I'll pick the Cowboys and the Falcons will win because the Cowboys have been scary lately. They've been playing well. You know, they beat the Chiefs pretty convincingly. I forget who they played the week before that, but they had a pretty good win. Ever since they got beat up by the Broncos, they've really been playing pretty good football, which I don't like as an Eagles fan. But I just got a feeling that they're going to go in. I think the Falcons they're just kind of a beat team right now. I think they're 4-5. They seem 4-4. They seem to not be bouncing back well from the Super Bowl. The offense hasn't looked the same without Kyle Shanahan, so I think the Cowboys are going to go in there and win it.
Okay. Now let's get to the main event.
Main event.
Saints at the Bills. I think this is game of the week, no doubt.
Who would have thought beginning of the year this would be game of the week, huh? Right?
Man, we were all expecting the Saints to have another terrible season, and the Bills to have another terrible season. But whoo,
this is an interesting game.
This is a really interesting game. John, who is gonna win this game?
Well, like we said, the Saints have been playing really well. I think they've won like six games in a row.
Yeah,
they're 6-2, and they started out 0-2, so they're rolling. I think Buffalo has a really good defense. Buffalo playing at home. The Saints aren't really used to playing in any kind of weather. Like I don't think Buffalo weather is supposed to be that crazy this weekend, but it's definitely getting a little bit cooler. Drew Brees is not as good outside of the dome. So I'm thinking the Bills are going to hold the Saints down enough. They're going to score enough points that they're going to get a victory.
Okay. Because the Saints are playing really, really good this year, and Drew Brees looks like he's really developing himself, I'm going to go with the Saints for this game. Mm-hmm. But I do not care who wins. This is going to be a great game.
Yeah.
I don't care if the Bills win. I don't care if the Saints win. Just give me a good game.
I hope this one's on TV.
I think it is. I think it's going to be on Fox.
Good.
At least I hope.
I always have to watch the Giants and the Jets.
Oh, I thought you were an Eagles fan.
Well, yeah. I mean, the Eagles are on. The Eagles are on most of the time, and if they're not on my dad's house, they get the Eagles. So I go over there. So I always get to see the Eagles. But like, if I'm just home and watching on a Sunday, it's usually a lot of Jets and Giants.
You mad?
Yes, very.
Oh well, get used to it. The Jets, who knows? They might turn it around this season.
Yeah.
I mean, they may be 4-5, but this is a good situation for them.
Yeah, 4-5 is not bad for them. People were saying that they thought that they were going to not win a game. So for them to be 4-5, that's kudos to them. Kudos to their coach. You know, it's a good job.
Yeah, Ben McAdoo needs to go away.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
I think I hope he gets released.
He will.
And they're talking about Eli's replacement. You know, I think it might be time.
Yeah, but they don't have anybody. Like, what are you going to do? Put in Geno?
Nah, he might. He's talking about putting in that rookie that just got drafted. But
yeah.
Eli, he's got like 2 more years left in it. He's gonna go. I think he's a Hall of Famer, no doubt.
I could see Eli ending up like in Jacksonville next year or something like that. He needs to go to a team where they have a really good defense, kind of like his brother did, right? Like Peyton's last year, he wasn't that great, but he had an amazing defense. He won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised to see Eli end up on another team next year because I think he does have a little bit left in the tank, but I don't know if the Giants are close enough to keep holding on to him.
Nah, I feel like he should go to maybe. If he went to the Broncos, that would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad place either.
Yeah, exactly. Play where his brother played at.
Wouldn't it be crazy if he went there and won another Super Bowl, just like his brother?
That would be amazing.
That'd be wild.
Yeah. All right. Does that do it for this week?
I think that does it. Ant's about to go hit the skate park.
Yep. And then I'll be back here around 5 o'clock for parent-teacher conference.
That's right. Ant's going to get lots of good reports tonight.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. We'll see all these folks next week.
All right.
Enjoy a great weekend of NFL action. Enjoy fight night. And we'll check back in next week.
All right. Have a great day.
Bye.